Okay. Residency 2. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It is hot. It was 112 today. This is crazy. How you doing? How you doing? You know who does that? So, anyways, Residency 2. Today, basically, we did work. See, I'm smiling today. I mean, there's some good news, people. My gap was approved. Oh, yeah. So I felt so much better. But let me tell you this. If your topic get changed, listen carefully. Listen carefully, people. Today is the 7/11/19. If your topic is changed, let me tell you, okay? You have a lot to do because you have to start certain things over. If it's not similar, if it's just one word, you have to start over. And twice that happens to me. Twice. Okay? So I was almost 3 days behind from where I needed to be. I'm not quite caught up yet, but I'm good. I'm in a good place to find out there's people who are worse than I am. And I thought I was behind. They were working on their stuff. But if your topic is changed, guess what? You have to start over to some extent. And that's tough. It's hard. That's tough. That is tough. So pretty much today, so you have time. They give you time to work. The good thing about residency too, you have time to really work on your stuff, but you can't be going off on Facebook or computer or whatever. Put that sucker phone on silent, vibrate, and then just focus, because that time you're going to need it to work. And some people working outside, and I find out I met a couple of people from Residency 3. Residency 3, you do a lot of that. You do a lot of just working independently, but you can't be playing around. You have to work. You know, the professors were very available. Like, you go and talk to them, and you work. That could be good or bad. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, or if you're in a group, every now and then we do some grouping. Today we didn't do a lot of grouping though. And then it's like blind leading the blind. Like, I need your eyes, professors. Like, I need you to come. And they were, for the most part, they were open. I say, like, but I need you to find this. You need to come and tell me what that is. And I want to say, like, hello, I'm drowning here, but you are a researcher. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, you're supposed to research things. You're supposed to try to learn things, know what's in the 10 strategic what is that? What is the consistency of it? What is it, the alignment of it? You're supposed to know all of that. Like, they want you to know everything. So I'm gonna put a link on my DC network, so you guys should check it out. It's PhraseBank, .edu or something like that. Look at a PhraseBank. It's this, like, it's literacy. Like, it give you a lot of hint about grammar, your synthesis information, how to synthesize information. It's really good. So try to look that up. That was really helpful. And in the website, you can also, in the DC network, you could also look, click it and look for dissertation topics and see how they break it down, qualitative, quantitative, and so forth. And they also have, Web of Science or something like that you could look up information besides scholarly, website that you could use as well. But there's a lot of different resources, because I find out that with my topic, I was getting blocked. Even the DC network, there was like, can't find this, can't find that. But this is another hint I'm going to give you. If you cannot find, if you put the whole thing in, you cannot find it, trying to put section. If it's about social, emotional, cognitive, put social and look for article, because something gonna align with your topic. Just put social. Sometimes it's not picking up other keywords. So just do it by itself, social. And then look for articles on emotional. And then look for the article on cognitive. That's just an example. Okay? So that might help you out a little bit. So a lot of independent time today to work. And I stayed up for almost 2 nights, and I took a little nap, about an hour and a half, and get back to work. My eyes was freaking burning. burning. These eyes were, let me see, they're still red, you see? Red. Nice skin, girl. Hey, high five. Okay, I'm getting distracted. But anyways, so it's a lot of reading, but the professor had to tell me, just stop reading. Because every time I try to read, sometimes I see a better gap for my study from the reading, and I'm like, I could change it. Nope, don't do that. Don't do that. You'll be wasting your time. If you have 1 or 2 articles, just go on with your gap. Move on. And guess what? The gap that you have from Residency 1, I had to change mine. Don't rely on that gap. I'm going to give you another hint. Your gap has to come from the empirical literature. It's literally have to come from what they say. Features, and it's usually on the bottom of the article. Feature study indicate that there's a need for blah, blah, blah. Or sometimes it might say like recommendation for feature research. Or sometimes it might say suggestion for feature research. They phrase it differently. For what? I don't know. Or limitation. Look at the limitation. Recommendation, feature research. Toward the bottom, I think it's right before the discussion or something like that. Look for that, because that's where your gap is. The previous researcher going to tell you there's a gap here, and you can go and try to close that gap. I'm not gonna do it, but you can do it and give me credit, because I told you to go do it, so you can give me credit. So that's what they're looking for. And once you have that for Residency 2, and I'm telling you, once you have that, you're ready to fly, because that's gonna drive the rest of your background. Your background is gonna driving that. Your literature is gonna just like boom, take off. So look for those articles that state that, because without that, honey boo boo, if you change any word in your topic, you might have to start over. That's just the way it is with the gap. So on the literature, after your topic, on the literature review, the background of the problem, there's 3 parts. You're going to have to work on that. Start working on that now, because then you're going to breeze. Once you work on that, you're going to breeze to Residency. It's going to like, whoo, once you find your gap, it has to come from, like, for example, mine. Let me show you mine. How you turn that thing around. I don't know how to turn the video around, so I can't help you. But it needs to say feature research indicate. Blah, 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 blah. For mine, so it's like Polo 2017 indicate feature research could include qualitative information such as interview or observation data, which the study will utilize to utilize social emotional learning assessment to define techniques for teachers. That's mine. And my topic is a descriptive study of how teachers describe the assessment of children's social and emotional needs at a developmental preschool, because I'm being specific, because I want to do preschool. I don't want the whole United States. I'm not doing all that. I want to graduate, okay? So, and I focus on that. So your gap have to relate to your topic. So make sure your gap have some wording that in your topic that have to do with that, okay? So this is all fall under the literature review. And in the next part, that's a review of literature topic with key term for each one. You need to pick, those terms have to come from your topic. Listen to me, I had to learn this. Those terms have to come from your topic, okay, and your background theory or your gap. It has to come from those, so you pull them right. Certain words you want, keywords you want to define, you pull them right from there and you define them. It could be dictionary definition, or you could just look it up in the DC network. So you could have because you need empirical literature to back it up. So you might as well. I did mine straight in the DC network. Mine, and then you could, for this, if you're doing a descriptive study, your gap have to include describe. Whatever, however, I don't know what your topic is, it need to say describe. If you're doing descriptive, and do descriptive. I was trying to do case study. You need a phenomenon, all kind of extra crap. What is it? A phenomenon? I don't remember what she said. Listen. But don't do descriptive. If you're doing a qualitative study, that is, okay. Descriptive is like it's easy. Like it's not really hard. It's easy. You want to graduate descriptive, because descriptive is a descriptive study is one that is designed to describe the true distribution of one or more variables without regard to any causal or other hypothesis. No other hypothesis. This is good. So yeah. So this is easy. So I changed my case study design to descriptive design because it was just easier. And again, what are we trying to do? What are we trying to do? We're trying to graduate. It's like that. But anyways, so we're trying to graduate. I'm not here to stay here forever, people. So basically that was today. So now I've been working on transferring everything from my literature review to the prospectus. I'm still working on that because remember I was 3 days. My topic was changed 2 times. So I'm a little bit behind, but not really in comparison to the fact that I found my gap for real to research yesterday. So good luck. Like take those things in consideration and your life will be easy as pie, if you like pie. So it's so wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to find your gap. And after you hear the word gap, it's like, I don't want to go to Gap store. I don't want to hear another person say any gap space. I don't want any gap in between my car with another car. I don't want to hear it. It's like gap. But anyway, gap, that's it. If you don't have the gap, they're going to send you back. Go sit down, go find it. Where did I say you're going to get the gap? Come on, people. What did I say? From empirical literature review towards the end where it says limitation, okay, or feature study, this or whatever is toward the bottom, way before the discussion, okay? Look for that. If you don't have that, they're going to send you back several times and you're not even going to be able to move forward. Without your gap, you're not even going to be able to move forward. I don't make up the rules, so you just obey. If you obey, you'll be able to do better. Because if you're trying to get upset, forget it. It's not going to work. Because they don't care. You paying them. They're getting that money, honey. But anyways, it's a better day. Today was a much better day. Monday was okay. Tuesday was like, oh my gosh, I'm dying. Wednesday, no sleep. Tuesday, no sleep. Wednesday, I'm dying. Thursday, it's like, oh. Friday will be like, hallelujah. I'm sure, because it's the end. So anyways, peace, people. Peace. Do what you gotta do. I'm doing this for you. Bye-bye.